To say that Detroit is not very well known for their compact sedans is a gross understatement. After all, when you look back at the history, you have vehicles like the Chevrolet Chevette, the Ford Escort, the Dodge Omni. But thankfully today, they've been making a big turnaround. Chevy has the Cruze, Ford has the Focus. Dodge has been pretty quiet until now. In fact, it's been about 7 years since they've had a vehicle, the Neon, in the segment. Now we have the all-new Dodge Dart. From a styling perspective, the Dodge Dart is, well, very stylish. You have this trademark crosshair grille and the swept-back headlights, making this car very aerodynamic and, in my opinion, kind of stands out from the crowd of Civics and Corollas. There are 3 4-cylinder 16-valve engine options for the Dart. The base is a 2-liter, producing 160 horsepower. This is, I guess, the middle-of-the-road engine, which is a 1.4-liter multi-air turbo that also produces 160 horsepower. But again, 1.4 liters, much less displacement. And then you have the top of the line, only available in the RT, 2.4-liter, producing 184 horsepower. Now, for those of you who may be familiar with the term multi-air turbo, that's because it's derived from Fiat, the parent company of Dodge and Chrysler. So you can expect to see a lot more of this in the Dart and other Dodge and Chrysler products. The Fiat influence doesn't stop there. In fact, this vehicle is based on what Fiat calls the front-wheel drive compact US-wide platform. Essentially, this rides on an enlarged Alfa Romeo Giulietta platform. And that's a good thing because that's a very solid platform, making this one of the most rigid, according to Dodge, actually the most rigid compact sedan in the segment, with 68% of it being high-strength steel. While Fiat influenced the engine, the platform, and the overall drivability of the Dodge Dart, it does have certain design cues from the Dodge family. For example, these LED taillights, those are directly derived from the Dodge Charger. Here's something you won't find in a Civic or Corolla: a compartment underneath the front passenger seat. I love this. This makes great room of space that is otherwise just filled with foam. How about the rest of the interior? Well, this has the optional 8.4-inch. That's right. That's almost the size of an iPad. It's bigger than an iPad mini. 8.4-inch screen that, in my opinion, is one of the best in the industry. I love it. It's huge. It's easy to read. It's easy to control. This went from being one of the worst infotainment systems in the industry to now arguably the best. Here's something else you don't find in a vehicle of this price range: a 7-inch thin film customizable gauge cluster. That's right. This area in here is not a true speedometer. It's really cool. You can customize it. It changes colors. This is a great thing to have in a vehicle of this segment, which is supposed to appeal to young people, and certainly that's what young people would want. Dodge has done a good job with the interior. It's very comfortable. The seats are good. I'm not too fond of the headroom. Being 6'1", I'm actually into the sunroof area, so I would definitely watch for that. Fuel economy is the #1 concern for people buying in this segment. The Dart delivers an average of 30 miles to the gallon, with the exception of the Dart Aero, which is their high fuel efficiency model that'll get 40 or 41 miles to the gallon on the highway, depending if you get the manual or the automatic. Speaking of transmissions, you have a 6-speed automatic and a 6-speed manual. There's rumor of a 9-speed coming shortly, but for now, those are the 2 basic engines, with the exception of this model, which is the turbo, which has a 6-speed dry clutch, twin clutch transmission, which is pretty good. It's actually very efficient, more efficient than the manual, and it's not bad. Acceleration's a little sluggish, but let's face it, what car in this segment isn't sluggish? They're all going to be focused on fuel economy and not so much on performance. Starting price on the Dodge Dart is a little over $16,000. As shown here, about $26,000. Of course, you got the turbo, you got the amazing 8.4-inch navigation screen, leather, a lot of nice extras. But the bottom line on the Dart is that it's in some very tough competition. You've got Civic, Corolla has been around for about 40 years. You've got the Koreans that are offering some great vehicles with the Elantra and the Forte, so a lot of great options. And the question is, do you want to take a chance on something brand new like the Dodge Dart? It's only been out for about half a year, not a whole lot of data on it. It's priced right. I would definitely go visit your Dodge dealer and visit the Honda dealer, Civic, Elantra, etc. Compare them all and see what's going to give you the best deal. I think it's a great little car. I just don't know down the road how it's going to perform and hold up. Traditionally, Italian compact cars have not done very well in the US. Hopefully the Dodge Dart will make a turnaround.